And White House says US President Donald Trump will deliver a national address on Wednesday night. It would be related to the US-Israel war against Iran, which is in its second month now and continues to escalate. My colleague Shivan Chana brings you the latest developments. Over to you, Shivan.
Right, Diksha, and we will be waiting to see what comes out from the White House next regarding the course of this war. As of now, US President Donald Trump has said that the United States could end its military campaign against Iran very soon, suggesting a timeline of about 2 to 3 weeks now. Mind you, 4 to 5 weeks was the initial timeline. We're in week 5 and now it's 2 to 3 weeks more. He also stated that Washington does not need a deal with Tehran to bring the war to an end. That's another volley that has come out from the White House. They don't even need a deal to exit from the war. Instead, he's emphasized that the operation would conclude once Iran's capabilities are severely crippled, effectively setting the country back dramatically into the Stone Ages. Listen to this.
When we feel that they are, for a long period of time, put into the Stone Ages and they won't be able to come up with a nuclear weapon, then we'll leave. Whether we have a deal or not, it's irrelevant. Now, it's possible that we'll have a deal because they want to make a deal. They want to make a deal more than I want to make a deal.
And there were more developments. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio said that the end to the Iran war is near. He was speaking to Fox News and Rubio said, I quote Rubio here, the end to the Iran war is not today, it's not tomorrow, but it's coming soon. He reasoned that there's nothing any country is doing to help Iran that is any way impeding the US mission. Those are another key update at this point. Now, the Iranian president, Masoud Pezeshkian, has said that Iran has the necessary will to end the war with the US and Israel, emphasizing that Tehran was seeking guarantees that the conflict would not flare up again. Mind you, earlier Tehran was also mentioning that they need reparations and guarantees. Now it's only guarantees. Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu has said that Israel would press ahead with its military campaign against Iran. He had earlier mentioned that only half of their objectives have been reached and he's only looking at completing the objectives, not at a timeline. But now in a television address, Netanyahu said that Israel has not only strengthened its alliance with the US, but also forged new alliances with who he referred to as important countries in the region to counter what he described as the Iranian threat. There was no further elaboration on which countries these are.
We will continue to crush the terror regime, fortify the security belts around us, and achieve our goals.
And elsewhere in the Gulf, while there are talks of Iran's abilities being diminished, explosions are continuously being heard across the Gulf. Let's start with Tehran itself. Fresh explosions heard in Tehran. Air defenses have been activated over the Iranian capital, including in the north. And now coming to the Gulf states, they continue to come under fire as Iran continues to retaliate. It continues to fire back. Kuwait has said that Iranian drones have targeted Kuwait airport. And according to Kuwait's civil aviation authorities, drone strikes hit fuel storage tanks, resulting in a massive fire at this site. Then let's talk about Bahrain. Bahrain's Interior Ministry has said that a fire broke out at a business facility, and the ministry said that it was a result of what it described as Iranian aggression. And then coming to Qatar, in the waters off Qatar, a British Maritime Security Agency, UKMTO, said that a tanker was hit by an unknown projectile. The UK Maritime Trade Operations said that the incident has been reported 31 kilometers north of the capital of Qatar, Doha. There are no environmental impacts being reported at this point. And Lebanon also got sucked into the war as Hezbollah started firing at Israel, and now Israel is not holding back since the start of this war. 3 explosions in the latest have rocked Beirut's southern suburbs. A column of smoke being seen rising from the Jinnah district after 3 large explosions were heard across the city, with ambulances heading towards the site. The Israeli army has said that it has struck a senior Hezbollah commander and another senior member of the Iran-backed group in Beirut. So as the fight continues across the Gulf, as all these areas that I mentioned, of course, Iran continuing to take a good amount of hits, US saying they'll be exiting very soon. The war is only intensifying as ground troops are already deployed by the US in the region. A third aircraft carrier being deployed, the Houthis getting involved. It only seems to be increasing at this point, but there is another timeline, 2 to 3 weeks. We need to wait and watch. Diksha, back to you.